Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Halloween edition of the D3RAILED podcast. I'm Snorlax. Below me is Anonymous Communist.
Below me.
To his right, the worst Jedi in all the land because he hates himself. And then we got, it's a Mario.
It's Mario.
It's me, Mario.
Wes and Mario do the same amount of talking in their lives. Very minimal.
And always get the lady.
Yeah, exactly.
Right before he gets the lady, so he goes, woo.
Hell yeah. All right.
He just goes, here we go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
He's like, Donnie, go to the room. Here we go.
You know when you go down, it goes, doop, doop, doop. He just like that noise just plays the whole time. He's just boop, boop, boop.
Yeah, Mannix. Dude, we made this decision literally like 15 minutes ago. And we all just threw our fucking costumes on. Yo, what's up, Leyland? Thank you for that hydrate earlier. Got you right here
What
with
up,
the Mountain Dew.
I gotta get a Mountain Dew. Actually, too.
Oh, yeah. Nubs, where'd you get your lightsaber at?
Probably Walmart.
Oh, okay. It's not like from Disney. Oh, no, that's right. You haven't been. You
I've
haven't
never
been
been.
since your emo kid days. When you were like,
I've
I
never-
don't get Disney.
16. I still don't, to be 100% honest. Like I've already told people, I'm probably gonna have to go back with Elora, and Elora bawl her eyes out or freak out over like all the princesses for me to be like, this is a cool place.
Yeah.
But for now, it's just like, what's the point?
Nubs, you would do a standee in the middle of fucking Galaxy's Edge. I'm telling you, you would not give a
probably.
shit about anything else in Disney World. But if you went to Galaxy's Edge, you would do a standee right fucking there with all that shit going on around you. Be like, I'm gonna make my own fucking milk, baby.
It's the blue milk, baby.
Dude, I'm telling you, you're gonna like kick the family to fucking the rest of Disney World, and you're just gonna fucking jerk it in Galaxy's Edge the whole time. Starry, what's up, Starry? How you doing? Feels good. Feels good to be back, baby. So, Mr. Anonymous, how are you doing? Doing okay?
Did you know that you can multiply by 9 with your hands?
Yeah,
Did you
I
know
knew
that?
Yeah, my mom taught me that.
Oh, really?
Homeschool, baby.
So
Up to
hold
10
your
at
hands out in
least.
front of you, James.
Up to 10 at least.
Well, I can only do so much with one arm.
Just hold them out in front of you like this.
Yeah.
Palms out. Okay. So starting with your left hand, you put your pinky down. So 9 times 1, you put your pinky down,
Okay.
is 9. 4 and
yeah.
5. Right? And then now put your pinky back up. Put your ring finger down. 9 times 2 is 1 and 8. 18. 9 times 3 is 27. 9 times 4, 36. 9 times 4, 45. 9 times 5, 54. You see that? Isn't that cool?
45.
Oh, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
I think that's
That is
cool.
very cool.
63. 72.
I didn't know that. They didn't teach us that in children.
1.
Do you guys know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man.
Yeah, I guess I know the Muffin Man.
The one who lives on Drury Lane? Aaron's dying already.
He's married to.
It's crazy.
Muffin.
So much
Muffin.
carbon dioxide goes back into my body. Start to get fucking high, dude.
Oh, it's good shit. Yep, chat's got it.
Shit.
I thought that was so weird. 9 times
I know, right?
7. 72. Cool.
My mom knows a bunch of weird tricks like that. My mom loves math. That's really weird.
Oh god. I
9
hate
times
math.
7 is 63.
Did I do it wrong?
You did 8.
Oh, I did 8. Sorry.
Do you know that when you multiply
72.
9 by any one, I think any 2-digit number, the solution will always add up to 9.
Wait, say it again.
So if you multiply 9 by any 1 or 2-digit number, the
Mhm.
solution will always add up to 9 if you add those numbers up. So for example,
Yeah.
9 times 27 is 243. 2 plus 4 plus
and
3 is 9.
2 plus 4 plus 3 is 9.
Yep.
Dude, math is so fucking weird, bro. Math is weird the way that, like, well, yeah. Never mind.
Math is weird.
The way,
Aaron,
so it
Aaron,
makes
do you need
sense.
to hydrate?
It's weird the way that quantum physics is weird to me, where it's like something is fucking going on here that's like not, we can't write it down, we can't make a formula for it. I just have a feeling. It just gives me that feeling, like maybe we can, right? But like that stuff about math is like, what the fuck? That's so weird.
I gotta
Okay,
find
so-
this thing I found about pi and and how pi works and
Pie in
works
the
almost
sky?
everything, dude. It's crazy. Like I have the video. It's on. I think it's on TikTok. I actually think I shared it with someone on TikTok, and it's like all these. No matter what you do in the situation, it always equals pi.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
I know.
Numbers are weird.
Wait, it always equals pi. I know one thing where if you had like a plane like this, right? So like a wall and a floor, and you had a cube on that floor,
That's what I'm
and
talking
you
about.
push it. That's what you're talking
exactly
about, right?
what that's
So
exactly
you
what I'm
push
talking
it, and let's say that there's no, it's like super slippery or whatever. It's like ice or something.
Mhm.
Or
It'll
no.
bounce. Yeah.
Yeah, so you push the cube, it bounces off the wall, and it goes. So there's, okay, never mind.
What?
Okay. So wall, floor, right?
Mm-hmm.
2 cubes. You bump the one cube into the other one. It hits the wall, hits the cube, and then hits the wall, and then slides back a little bit and doesn't hit the cube. Like if you hit it with this amount of pressure. And then if you double that pressure and hit it again, it goes boom, 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 right? And every hit, as you double the pressure, every hit equals pi. So it's first 3, then it's like 14, then it's the next, and if you put all those digits together, it equals the exact pi, even like it to as long as pi goes. It's exact. It's fucking weird.
Jeez.
Okay, but this other thing that I was going to talk about last week on Peace Schmidt that we didn't get to was the thing that won the Nobel Prize this year for scientific discovery or something.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to talk about something else?
about-
You can talk about something.
No, I heard about this.
Yeah. I haven't,
Go
so
on, please.
I'm interested.
So, entanglement was a theory in quantum physics for a long time, and basically someone proved it. And what they found out is that if you have like 2 electrons that become entangled, and then you send them billions of light years away, when something happens to one of them, the other one becomes the opposite of what happened to the other one, like automatically,
What the fuck?
without the need to like transfer information. So the way that they described it to layman's is like, say you have 2 left socks, right? Or like 2 left shoes,
Mm-hmm.
and you separated them by billions of light years, but they're entangled. When one shoe becomes the left shoe, the other one is now the right shoe. It just becomes the right shoe.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's weird.
Huh. It just automatically becomes the opposite?
Yeah. So like with electrons, they have a spin, right?
Yeah.
So every electron has a spin, and it's either north or south or east and west, basically. And so if two electrons become entangled, and we don't know the spin of either of them, when they're entangled, they could be billions of light years away, and we observe one of them and we see that the spin is north, the other one that's entangled automatically becomes south, and then we can go and witness that one, and it will be rotating in the opposite direction. It'll have an opposite spin.
Interesting.
And then, if I remember correctly,
Also, what's up, Gendred?
I could be getting this wrong, but the person says, and everyone's like, "Oh, because they communicate with each other." Like, no, there's no communications.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they don't. They
becomes.
don't. It just becomes. It just happens. Like they don't need to communicate. There's no transmission of this. It's instantaneous. It'll
Wow.
automatically do it.
It's
Crazy.
very similar to how Schrodinger's cat works, where it's not that the cat is alive or dead. It's that it's both at the same time until it's observed, and then it becomes that state.
Oh.
Okay. So
Wow.
my question is, what is that going to help us with in the future? Scientifically speaking, technologically speaking.
Well, it's going to answer a lot of questions about how things work, like because electrons are part of atoms that are the building block for our whole universe.
Mm-hmm.
Things that we now know now that we know about entanglement and know that it's not just a theory, it can help answer questions that we've had. That I don't know the specifics. Of course, I'm just an idiot. But yeah, it'll help answer questions. It'll help progress discoveries of other things, maybe new theories.
Wow, that's crazy, dude. Gendred says to you, Aaron, remember, the 5th of November, gunpowder, treason, and plot. Oh, shit, Fishy Ray, what up, baby? Hey, yo. Marcus, what's up, Marcus?
Welcome in.
We're here doing a Halloween podcast, baby. We're all in costumes. What's up, Fishy?
You will follow the stream.
Lauren, hello, Lauren. Hambalam. What's up, friendos?
You will drop some beans.
Oh, you got the shout out. Nice. Sorry. Thank you. Wait. Fortnite? What? How old's this?
I don't think it's that old. I remember he was doing Fortnite.
Yo, Steve. What up, Steve? Runeblade, welcome in.
I know.
Cash Money, what's up, baby?
You really need to do that thing with Starry for the podcast. Where she manages chat. One of us doesn't have to.
It's a long ass clip.
You're better. You are.
It's too shitty when someone's talking and then James wants to shout somebody out, and then we can't hear anybody who talks.
Damn, that was a dope clip. Well, welcome in, Raiders. We're doing our podcast here, and we hope you enjoy. And we were talking about some crazy science stuff. Math, science, universes, all kinds of shit.
Rise now.
What's up, Bunchy?
Ye tarnished, ye dead, who yet live.
Bunchy!
The all-knowing.
Not a question. Yeah. Yeah, we're doing good, man. Doing good. How was your stream? How were the games? Oh. Bunchy, you've been telling people you're high all day. How much?
He got
how
his
much,
wisdom teeth removed.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know. Alrighty. Well, you guys may prove. I don't know where we left off at.
Well, we learned about how what just won the Nobel Peace Prize, which was really kind of cool. And then Wes asked the question, what would that help? And then Aaron was kind of explaining, but about how like it was could open up more theories. It helps us understand more building blocks of our universe, which is all really really fucking cool stuff. The more we learn about the universe, definitely the more we're gonna be able to like. I think. I don't know. Tell me if this sounds weird. The more we learn about like the overall universe and seeing how kind of like big it is that going to change how we see life here? Or do you think people won't? Or do you think people won't care because like, if I don't know. Like the bigger we see like how like the universe is, and especially, do you think if we find out there's life on another planet, that'll change how we perceive life here?
Yes,
Yeah.
100%.
Wow.
How could it not?
I genuinely think if we find life out there, especially some form of alien civilization, yeah, we'll look at. Weirdly, I think it'll cause the entire world to come together, not out of scientific discovery or great stuff. It's like, no, we're humans, we're better than you, even if that species is more advanced in every way.
I disagree.
You disagree?
I think it will drive a wedge further into our divide.
So basically, the whole world would be pro-alien, no alien.
I think it would be more divided than we are now about like Republican and Democrat and that kind of stuff. I think it would be even worse.
I personally don't think majority of the population would be ready to hear that. I think it would freak a lot of people out. And then I also think like people are just going to pull the fake news card again and be like, that's not real. There's, you know what I mean? Until like, cause it's like, you're not going to believe it until you meet one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I mean, think about it. Yeah. I mean, people didn't want to wear masks because the government told them to.
Right.
So when the government says that there's aliens, I'm more concerned about people who are already into like conspiracy theories and the far right. I think they just get way more extreme than they already are. And then the far left gets even more extreme than they already are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think the true path of like happiness falls in between?
Path to
like
happiness?
Not happiness, but path to like what like a positive civilization falls like in between?
I think it falls. It's hard to look at it as a spectrum of like good and bad there, because there is an extreme when it comes to like a belief system where I think far left and far right, but I believe that the correct and the most like what I believe is whatever makes everybody the most comfortable and the most fulfilled and happy and taken care of. Whatever can give the most people that, like, realistically, you're never gonna make everybody happy. You're never gonna be able to fix everything anywhere, anytime.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever brings the most people comfortability and acceptance and love and happiness, that's the right thing to do.
What if aliens arrive and they have those answers?
Mm-hmm.
Is that wedge you might think might happen?
But no? Like answers to what? What do you mean?
They bring
what if they just know how to like? They know how like Oh yeah, I guess you're right. That's a dumb question now that I don't know how to explain.
So, thinking of it, like advanced alien civilization comes to Earth, meets us, right? Brings with them easy way to create food. Just create enough food for everyone on Earth to always eat forever. That helps bring. No, but I mean, actually use it.
use it correctly, you mean?
To a point where there's literally no hungry person on the planet unless they are
We already have
purposely
that.
hungry. But it's then
But
they're
you have
starving.
people. We have people in
Capitalize.
power
Cap-
that don't
capitalism.
want that to happen.
Yeah, I'm saying the aliens use their advanced technology to say fuck all that and just do it.
You would literally have to destroy every CEO, every billionaire, every
They give the food to
politician.
every. They give the food to every country on the planet. You're not going to stop the advanced aliens from their shit. Like I'm saying, these advanced aliens have the ability to travel light
And make
years
replicators?
across.
Like make replicators?
Yeah, just give us food replicate. Just give us replicators from Star Trek. It's like here, have this technology. Everyone on the planet gets one. It works forever and needs no power, or it has an infinite power
Dude.
source, or something that lives forever. Right?
Okay, so like that goes well for a while, but then the government seizes them because they've made up something about how it's, you know, harmful to children, or like it gives off some radiate. The aliens have a disease and it's spreading, and we have to take them and destroy them. We can't have them.
So
And
I can see. I truly get the pessimism and cynicism, but you truly believe nothing that borderline. I don't want to use this word, but the only one I can think of, miraculous happens.
bro,
That would.
we have the ability to help people who have diabetes with insulin, and which is a miracle. And instead of giving it to the people who need it, we charge them exorbitant prices so that rich people stay rich and poor people and sick people die. We have this already. We have the ability to feed everybody. We have the ability to fix most major diseases, but we don't because of greed and because of people in power and politicians and
Yeah.
CEOs. So if this thing comes, the people in power will find a way. They would literally have to be destroyed. They will find a way to take it and use it for themselves. 100%. I don't have the ability to do that, but they do.
Well, yes, and we've seen that throughout history, but we've also seen a couple of times in history where someone makes something that benefits all of humanity or all of our country, and it's not charged anything. Probably best example off the top of my head, polio vaccine. Open sourced it, made it free. Anyone can use it.
Vaccines, yeah.
We killed polio for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't say for a while because vaccine hesitancy and anti-vax
Mhm.
stuff.
Yeah.
But we eradicated that disease for free.
Mm-hmm.
Guy made it.
Mm-hmm.
Guy put it out for free. So there is precedent that when something that beneficial solves that problem, yeah, it's a small problem. Yes. I have a conspiracy theory that there is a cure for cancer in some vault somewhere. And it's dumb that we don't release it. Or an insulin. Insulin is god awful terrible, and we're the only country that charges this much for it.
Yeah, dude. Some good points in chat. Real quick, Cash Money says, and then those answers turn out to be lies, and it's just a straight trip to the salt mines on Europa.
Europa.
Willie's here for the aliens. Willie also said, Snorlax, Legolas? Who's Legolas? Mario and my drips rag?
I'm the drip.
So
rag.
Aaron's Legolas. And Nubs is a drips rag.
I
and
call
then,
dibs on the drip shag, actually.
And then, yeah, Gendred. So vaccines are good for business because without consumers, corporations can't make any money. Yep. There was, man, I was probably in my mid-teens when I saw this. I think it was like a Time article, or Time magazine used to do these TV specials back in the day. I think it was on there where I read that the AIDS epidemic was, it had to be a conspiracy theory now that I think about it. But it was so long ago, I don't remember the exact details. But they were saying that there's already a vaccine for that, but they don't want to release it and give it to anybody because they wanted a population control for homosexuals. Back when it first started to circulate in the 80s. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
There is a cure for it. It just costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of people believe there's cure for cancer too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said
But
it's
it's-
locked in a vault somewhere.
Well, to be honest,
Sorry,
my mom.
Sorry, you're gonna
I'm gonna-
go there.
I'm
You're
gonna
gonna
brag
go
real
there.
quick. So I just got to see my mom. I'm gonna brag just a little bit. So I went and saw my mom,
Mm-hmm.
and so my mom had 3 forms of cancer. If you guys didn't know, she had bone, breast, and colon cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And the doctor told her that we're gonna fight this. We're gonna get this figured out. And my mom said, "Is there a point to fight it?" And he says, 10 years ago, I would have told you to make your will, get comfortable, and just it is what it is. But he's all like, but with a lot of the new technology that's out, he says we can keep it going. So I was just with her last week, and she told me, she said, by all accounts and purposes, she goes, I have cancer that I can never really get rid of. It's just always going to be there. But we've stunted the growth so much, and it hasn't spread in the past year that she's done her checkups, that by all intents and purposes, the doctor's like, we can't fully say you're in remission, but you're practically in remission.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm pretty happy about that.
We're
She's
really
been
close
taking-
to Alzheimer's now too, to getting a cure for Alzheimer's. And the crazy thing is now that the positive outcome of COVID and the influx of money that mRNA vaccines got because of that has now led to discoveries that are saying, a lot of people researchers are saying that we will have a cure for cancer by 2035, because mRNA vaccines were around, it was just super underfunded for a long time, and because of COVID it obviously got a ton of funding, and because of that research now we have some huge advancements, which is crazy if you think about it. If we just funded the proper things from the very beginning, where would we be now? But
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. Government controls all.
yeah, the thing that I noticed too, as a when I was really into conspiracy theories, when I was closer to being on the right, growing up as a kid, most conspiracy theories, major ones especially, always at the end turn out to it's the Jewish people. It's Jewish people. And it's
Weird.
it's crazy how racist and anti-Semitic conspiracy theories are. So
Yeah.
I just don't fuck with that anymore. It's ridiculous. And you find out that a lot of people who, obviously, if you do believe in conspiracy theories, you have to be a little anti-Semitic or racist, because the answer to a lot of them goes back to that.
Damn.
Why? It's a little fishy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Is that because of the is that the whole Rothschild and all that, the Rothschild family that owns everything supposedly?
It's to do with a lot of the shit that Kanye's been saying about how Jewish people control the banks, and how they've been trying to set out to control people and blah blah blah, all this just complete horseshit. It's
Fucking
but-
crazy.
It's nuts, man.
Yeah, dude. Growing up in Judaism, I heard a lot of that bullshit.
Yeah. How active were you? Were you super active at all?
When I was younger, I went to temple and everything. I went to kindergarten and whatever pre and all that stuff in temple. I used to be able to speak Hebrew back in the day.
So was your dad Jewish?
No, my mom.
Because it goes to the
Your mom's adopted?
My mom's adopted, yeah. So my grandmother's Jewish with
Her
my
adopted
grandfather.
mom?
They adopted my mom. She grew up in Judaism, so in turn, I grew up in Judaism.
So you were raised with the Jewish faith,
Right.
but you don't necessarily have
It's not by blood or
Ashkenazi
anything.
DNA or anything.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. Yep. And then my dad was Christian, I believe. But I never went to church or anything like with him or whatnot. But like I've told you guys before, he wasn't a huge part of my life when I was younger. He was like in and out, you know? Oh, Catholic. Okay. There you go. Purple nose, because that's my mother. So yeah, I guess like he was Catholic, so I never like practiced anything on that side of the family or anything like that. But I think we really stopped practicing when we moved from South Miami into like Broward County, which is the next county north, and found out that it was extremely expensive to join a temple. Like like churches take donations, like temples are like ship it up front, yearly cost, pay now. And we were like, holy shit.
Do they count it as like a tithe of sort or no?
Like a what?
It's like a tithe, yeah.
Like a tithe?
It's like it's an offering to the church.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
For sustainability, yeah.
Yeah.
Which they can write off tax-free, which is awesome.
Yep.
Because separate of church and state, of course.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So I was never like, I never had like a bar mitzvah or anything like that.
Okay.
So, because it was too expensive. And we
also
left.
need a lot of money for that.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, and then we still did like the dinners on the holidays, and we did prayers for like Hanukkah and everything. You know, we did the candle prayers every night and the dinner prayers and all that stuff. And yeah, that was about it. And then it just kind of got less and less and less as the years went on.
So like Devin worked for a Jewish private school, and when we first got married, that was like really, really interesting for a while. So she knew all the like the Jewish prayers, so she'd do the Jewish prayers and she did preschool.
L'chaim. You gotta if you don't have that, you're not Jewish.
So the owner of the school, what is his name? He's the owner of the Sands. He owns the Sands.
The Sands, like Steve Wynn?
Yeah, it's like
Steve Wynn owns like 90% of Vegas.
Yeah, so he his son, I think it was
Willie.
I can't think of their names now. Anyways, but like his son, his grandson went to this school, and Devin was like, there's something a little nerve-wracking because we're supposed to treat all the kids the same, but we have to treat the guy's grandson completely different. Like if he were to get hurt at the school, it's like one of those things where it's like, you better whoa, frog legs, man.
Damn, frog legs. Thank you for the 5,000 biddies. Holy shit, dude.
Appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you for the kind words for Nubs' mom.
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that so much.
Love you, frogs.
So, frogs the man, dude. So yeah, it was like really weird. Like you had to have like explanations of why. You had to be like so Devin was like always real nervous around the kid, especially when he was like, there was like everyone was nervous around the kid. Like they're like, this guy practically owns this goddamn fucking town. But then at one point, I remember one of the teachers was like, you know, that's one cool thing about having the kid in our class though, is like we're like the safest class in the whole school. And Devin's like, what does that mean? What do you mean the safest class in the whole school? She's all like, oh yeah, there's armed guards like all around this class that are like blended. Like you don't see them, but there's armed guards like practically like right around, because they don't want anyone coming in and breaking into the school and trying to steal him. So they're like, there's armed guards all over this area. You'll never notice. I was like, so Devin's like, I don't know if that made me feel better or worse.
Dude, that's fucking
I know.
crazy.
The thing that the more guns argument is so scary to me. It freaks me out that people are comforted by that and think that that's
the solution.
Good,
Yeah.
Crazy.
But
not that like, I mean, sure, like security guards at school unfortunately are necessary. Like the stress of having to consider buying your 5-year-old a slip for her backpack that is bulletproof, because you have to think about that now. Was like one of the most painful things for Janae and I. And one of the things that her school does is they don't let you walk them to the door. They have teachers escort them, so nobody goes up to the school unless you're like going into the school.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, top flight. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Cash. That's fucking gnarly, dude. I had not heard about that.
But yeah, that's crazy, man. Everything like that's crazy.
So you guys couldn't even go into like the classroom on her first day?
So there are certain situations, obviously, like for her parent-teacher conference, they do allow, parents to come in, but it's those certain days so that the security and like the workers know that, the faculty know that. So it's more of like on a day-to-day basis, you're not allowed to unless you have a reason to, just so you don't have any.
Yeah, I guess I'm just thinking like the cliched thing you see in movies and stuff where the parent goes with the little one on their first day of like kindergarten or first grade just to make sure that they're not scared to be in a new class and then you leave. That's not a thing anymore.
No. Yeah. So you basically, for her first day, we went out and waited with her for the teachers, and then they come out and they have escorts. So we were able to say like, we're right here. I love you. You're gonna have a great time. And like, luckily she didn't have that experience, but we were very worried that she was gonna be like, I don't like this. I don't know these people. I've never been alone. Like, but she was like, surprisingly, she's just like, I had a blast. I made a bunch of friends and I loved my teacher. And we're like, really? Okay. And she hasn't had a single day where she's like, I want to go home. I don't, she's just like she had to stay home from school because she was sick and she had a fit. And I was like, dude,
I was gonna say,
wait a couple years and you'll love having a
She was
sick
excited to go to school, right? Yeah.
The days that Declan doesn't go to school, are not good days here. He's upset, he's flustered, he's like, it's out of routine. He likes school, and so like he gets excited. He actually the school just provided, because of the program he's in, they just provided we have an iPad now that he comes home with.
Oh, nice.
It's locked out, so it's only verbal. And they brought it home the first day, and I was like sitting there, and off to the side of my head I just hear all these words flying, and all of a sudden I pop off my headphones, and he's trying to get my attention. He's pressing words, he's getting my attention, and I look over at him, and he actually asked me to get off the computer and play with him.
Really?
My God.
Dude,
wow.
It was fucking amazing. It was
That's
fucking
awesome.
amazing. He pointed at the computer, and then he pressed the stop button. Stop. And I was like, you want me to stop? And then he actually said, yes, more. And I was like, do you want to play? And he kept playing more. I was like, okay, let's play. And I fucking played with him. And then the whole time we took it with us on our trip. And when he was, at one point, he came up to my mom and he had it out and he was asking to help him put on a jacket. Because he's like, jacket. And then so she's putting the jacket on it. And as she's putting the jacket on him, he's going, good.
Really? Dude.
That's awesome.
That's fucking
cool,
awesome,
dude.
man.
That's
I
so
was
great.
like, oh my gosh, dude. I was so happy.
And that just happened when you flew out to Vegas?
Yeah, like right when we
Dude.
flew out to Vegas, because we got the iPad the day before we left.
Get Laura's
And here's
face.
Laura. And Laura's she just wants to be on the camera now. Ever since last night.
She blew Willie Drips a kiss.
Look at her. You want to say hi to everybody real quick? Yeah, say hi. Say what's up, everybody.
Hi, what's up, Babaji?
Baby.
I'm Raven.
Oh, she says she's Raven from Teen Titans.
Oh, okay. Nubs is Mother Teresa right now. You're just Nubs, why are you so wrapped
say-
up like that?
Say what up, Cash Money.
I saw this
Oh my
interview.
god.
Daddy.
This lady was interviewing someone from the Catholic Church, and she was like,
I
"They have a lot
will
of
go
pictures
over
of the Christ on the cross, and like baby Christ, right? Yeah, yeah, they do. Have they ever done like baby Jesus on the cross?
What?
No, like they kind of missed out on an opportunity there, don't you think? It was really-
What?
That just
Oh my
sounds like
God.
straight from like Talladega Nights when he's all like, he was a
He's a
man, damn it.
comedian,
I
yeah.
just like him better when he's a baby.
Yeah, yeah, just like a baby, better was a baby, a white baby.
Oh man.
So funny.
Oh, there was another science thing that I read. I wanted to talk to you about.
Is Wes
For
frozen?
the first time,
No,
they
Okay. You haven't moved.
I moved.
Sorry.
For the first time they
Hey, what are you doing?
Looking at Ladybird. Ladybird
Dude,
hasn't. She hasn't shown her butt yet on camera.
They for the first time they identified. They were looking at this black hole, and it just started spewing stuff out of it.
Yeah.
What? What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Like the things that like are stronger than vacuums and
Mhm.
like suck
Stuff
everything
coming out.
into them was like ejecting stuff after
Oh.
it ate a star.
Was doing a standy.
Oh my god, dude. Wow.
They're like trying to figure out what it was.
It was the Eater of Worlds.
Dude, reverse black hole. That's I feel like something else happened that was
Oh.
crazy scientific that just happened recently. I can't remember what the fuck it was too. But it might
Like
have been the
how
black hole
recently?
thing. Like really recently, like while I was on my trip.
Oh, really?
It might have been the black hole thing.
I can't think of anything.
I watched this crazy thing about Neil deGrasse Tyson talk about how we
You
discovered Pluto.
digress, Tyson.
I
Nope.
digress, Tyson.
I digress.
Anyways.
Explain how like Pluto became a planet, and the problem.
Nubs, I really
rock
wish you still
problem.
had your long hair while you're wearing that shit, dude.
I'm growing it, dude. I'm gonna look like Jesus.
You're gonna take
Walk
my
down-
look.
Man. Me and you could both walk down the street.
I love my hair.
We'll be like,
I haven't loved my hair like this my whole life. This is the best I've enjoyed my hair my whole life.
I love it.
Nice.
We're just gonna tell people Jesus wasn't resurrected. He actually just had a twin. And that's how they pulled. it off.
Oh, okay.
We were just doing the illusionist, or was it what movie was that where it was twins? They're the magicians.
Chris Angel Mind Freak.
The
No,
prestige.
The Prestige. The
Oh,
Prestige. The Prestige,
Prestige,
where
yeah.
they were twins. They're pulling off their magic tricks because they're twins and no one knew.
Yeah.
Can I help you, Missy?
So there's this really funny it's October, so I've been watching all my ghost hunting shows.
Mm-hmm.
There's a really funny Kroll show episode where he plays a douchey ghost hunter guy with a reality TV show.
Mm-hmm.
And they go to like an old brothel, and they explain that the ghost is like a woman who has, she wants to have sex with people, and he's like, oh my god, dude, we got this horny ghost, dude, I'm gonna totally bang this ghost.
Oh my god.
And they have this whole thing, and it's really, really funny. And he's like,
Is he doing
he's
his
like, "Are you telling
Bobby's
me
bottle
that this-"
service thing?
he's Bobby bottle service
Okay.
kind of. It's like a take on that, but he's a ghost hunter, and he's like, are you telling me that this ghost is very much hot and very much doable? Because I'm gonna bang this ghost. And recently, Ghost Adventures with Zach Bagans.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know who that like douchey ghost hunter guy is based
Yep.
on. That show's been on since 2008. They had a recent episode where they unironically go to an old hotel that was a brothel,
Mm-hmm.
and it all revolves around Zach Bagans saying he's gonna fuck this ghost, and like
Oh my
interviewing
God.
people and saying like, how do you think I can seduce this ghost? And they're like, what? What do you mean? It's so weird.
That
Would
is
you?
fucking weird.
Would I?
Or let's say you're in a ghost place, right? And a ghost starts putting moves on you. Are you running out, or are
Ghost
you
place.
I don't
in a
know, just a
ghost
haunted
place?
place.
You're Dan Aykroyd from Ghostbusters,
You're-
and the ghost is
you're in a
above your
haunted house.
above your bed.
You're in a haunted house, and a ghost start throwing moves down on you. You running out, or you're like, proceed.
Running out.
Yeah,
Running
out.
Yeah.
But
any
is
sort of
the ghost hot?
behavior. Well, any sort of ghost behavior is like, what the fuck just touched me? I don't even care if it's on my penis or so. I'm just like, what the fuck? This is terrifying.
Doesn't
Like,
matter
I'm
if
out.
it feels good. You're still leaving.
Just
How would it feel good? They can't
You don't
They
know
can't-
that.
go through you. If oh, Ladybird, you just pooped your pants, dude.
Oh God. She hotboxed you?
She hotboxed me, dude. I got the window open. Oof. If I find out that you can penetrate ghost vaginas,
is that necro,
Sorry.
or is that
Yeah,
something
what?
different? Is that
necrophilia.
That's not
Or
no,
is it-
no,
or is that different?
no. It's different. It's
Necrophilia
not.
is
It's not
dead
a
body.
dead body.
He's fighting for it.
It's not
I'm
a.
like,
de-
I'm just
How is it not
posing
a dead body?
questions. I'm just posing questions.
I'm actually going. It is pro. I think it is.
no,
I don't.
Why not?
Disagree.
How is it not?
it's
How?
not a
like this is-
body.
It's not a body.
It's not a
It's a-
body. It's not a present body.
So
A
what are you
gussy.
having sex with?
It's a gussy.
It's a gussy.
So you're really just having sex with
The air, cold
the
air.
Then you wouldn't feel it. If you feel it, it has to be a body.
I'm telling
You don't know
what.
that. You haven't been fucked
I'm
by a
in the
ghost.
van. I'm in the van and I'm screaming over the radio. It's hunting. It's hunting. And all I hear is James in the upstairs going, I had to put 5 in that baby. Let me 5 in that baby.
Think of it this way. Is the ghost dead? Because the body is dead when the ghost leaves the body.
I got
Yeah.
The ghost
fingerprints.
dead.
The ghost is, by definition, the spirit of
It's
a dead person.
disembodied ghost, though. Disembodied ghost.
Yes, it is separated from the body.
I
Let's look it up.
am
Let's
not.
look it up.
I'm sorry.
Separate.
No.
Let me go into
No.
incognito mode real quick. And let's type this in.
While he's looking that up, Aaron, did you see that Netflix has a haunted ghost hunting thing, but they live in a haunted house for like 28 days?
No.
It's like teams go to different houses and try and live in there for a month.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Oh, that is funny. Shout out to Charm City Paranormal on YouTube, though. They fucking rule.
There is a Reddit with this exact question.
Okay.
Okay. Talk to me,
Also,
Teresa.
this doesn't prove anything because it's fucking Reddit.
It's a Reddit.
I don't trust anything a Redditor says. I'm sorry.
Having sex with a ghost is not necrophilia because they don't have a body. And then the first post is this post right here. Officer.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's sus as fuck, dude.
What raid into the fire station of Ghostbusters all day long?
Yeah, that's what I said earlier. The ghost that was above his bed while he was sleeping.
Someone says ghosts aren't dead. They're literally undead. It's anti-necrophilia.
Okay.
No, the logic on that is so
Wait,
broken.
that's bad. That means having sex with a zombie is not necrophilia, where sex is.
so stupid, dude.
Oh
Dude,
my
Reddit is so dumb.
gosh.
Reddit's awesome and dumb
It's
simultaneously.
anti-necrophilia, dude. What?
Woman engaged to a ghost after dating for more than 20 years.
She went on an Australian talk show and talked about her ghost husband and how they fuck, and it's so weird and funny. I know what they're talking about.
Does he possess like a toy?
No, no. She literally just lays there and pretends to get penetrated by a ghost and has a relationship with herself. She needs help.
This I don't know how true this statement is, but this is what I just found an article. I clicked on it. It's from thecut.com back in 2014. It says everything you need to know about ghost sex. And then it says the first sentence. If first sentence is origins.
Right?
For as long as humans have been conscious of a spiritual realm, humans have dreamed,
Lonely
fantasized, and some claim experience doing it with ghosts.
Y'all are weird, bro.
Lonely fans.
It's necrophilia. I'm sorry.
Dude, all I know is James is gonna come back to the van and he's gonna go, I know what kind of ghost it is. And we're going, how do you know? He goes, because I got freezing temps, I got EMF 5, and I got fingerprints.
Fingered
I'm like, where'd you get the fingerprints? And all of a sudden he just pulls his pants down and shines the UV light. Ghostly fans.
Dude.
Oh my gosh.
We've lost 4 viewers since this necrophilia question.
It's like the
Yeah, because you're pro necrophilia, dude.
False. The definition.
Necrophilia.
A ghost is not a dead body. A dead body laying on a fucking slab in a morgue, that is a dead body. That is necrophilia. A ghost that is fucking translucent or whatever the fuck it is, rises up out of the body. It is separated from the body.
So, the definition, and I'm not going to say the full thing, but it's an attraction towards corpses.
Ghost is not a corpse.
Necrophilia.
A ghost isn't a corpse.
It is not a corpse. Dying
the
on this
ghost-
hill.
It's the
Dying
ghost
on
of a
it.
corpse.
Corpse
It's the ghost
is
of a corpse.
It's a ghost of a
spirit.
A
person.
corpse
It's
is
the
a dead
represent-
human body.
It's a spiritual representation of a dead body. It's
Give me
still
2
a dead
seconds.
body. That
False.
person isn't alive. That person isn't alive. Okay, you have to think about it like this. If it's not alive, the only way it's not necrophilia is if it's alive. So is a ghost alive?
I
No.
mean, define undead.
You
'cause it-
can't because it's fake, because that's zombies shit and it's from movies.
So
Same with ghosts.
yes, but fine. In movie and fiction terms, ghost is undead.
Some consider spirits to be alive.
Some consider spirits to be alive. Okay, some consider spirits to be dead because they are dead people.
They are not people anymore. They are separated
they?
from the
Are they-
physical
are they-
body.
Insects? If they're not people, what are they?
Again, they are separated from the physical body.
They're a representation of the physical body, of the dead physical body.
A
They're
fucking plastic
representation of them.
vagina of Jenna Jameson is a representation of her vagina, and people fuck it anyway.
But it's not that was never alive. My brain is broken.
First of
by that
all,
argument.
you have not ever spoken or seen a ghost.
Right.
Nobody knows what the fuck, if you could touch it or if it could touch you. All there is people's bullshit accounts of fucking whatever they think they've seen or heard or whatever.
Hey man,
Correct.
as long as both me and the ghost are consenting, I don't see any problems with it. We're both two consenting.
You can call
Spiritual
me
bodies of
license
sorts.
and registration ghost fucker all you want. I'll take it because it is separated from the physical dead ass corpse laying on the
Hold
fucking
up.
table in front of you.
I need to create a poll for this right now. Oh, we'll leave it out. I don't know how to do a poll. How do you do nubs with the important bottom line here? That's Starry.
Starry could do the poll. She knows how to do it. What do you want to? What do you
Is
want
it
us to
slash
say?
poll? Is it slash poll?
I have no idea.
Oh yeah.
So
Slash poll.
I think Gendred has a good question for this. Aaron,
Okay.
so would you consider us bodies with souls or souls that are inhabiting meat bags?
Biggs.
Bigs.
Undetermined. I'm agnostic. I
I'm
don't know.
agnostic when it comes to this.
I have no idea.
I love to make Aaron speechless.
We can move on. We don't have to stay on this ghost fucking adventure.
I don't know how you I don't know.
Oh,
Those
no.
are mental gymnastics.
Oh no.
Okay.
D3RAILED debates, baby. Is ghost fucking okay or not?
Okay,
I
but
don't
if
know.
James takes the stand and he says pocket pussies are not alive, then I don't know.
Can you imagine James getting reported by someone for necrophilia, and then they get up there and James like, yeah, I did it. I fucked a ghost. And the cop just goes, how'd you do that?
Because no one ever is going to assume that you had sex with a corpse. If you walk up to somebody and you say, hey man, I banged a ghost, no one's going to be like, oh, you like fuck this dead rotting body like in the ground. No, dude, I said a ghost. Everybody thinks of a ghost as a
That's not the argument though. That's not the argument. The argument is that the ghost is the dead body.
Both ways, people are going to think you're a sick fuck. You're not getting labeled any differently. You're getting
You
labeled
can't
as
have a
sick
ghost without a dead body.
Says who? Number one. Number two,
How do you
again,
have a ghost without a dead body?
It's a
Says who? What do you
separation
mean?
from the body. Gendron's on my
Willie-
side. Case closed.
Willie-
I'm done.
I'm going to need them ghostly digits. Willie says, if any of you have sex with my grandma's soul, you got to catch these ghost hands. I said, I'm going to need those ghost digits.
I'm going to catch these ghost hands.
Can you imagine sitting on a Ouija board, be like,
I think I can clear up.
Will you fuck me? And the thing just starts going to wide. You're like, yeah.
I think I can clear up what I'm saying. If it's not necrophilia, it's another type of philia, and it's just as fucked up. That's what I'm saying.
James
So
is like,
whether
I'll
you
tell
want to
what
call it
philia.
necrophilia or not, it's still you can't have that without somebody dying, because a ghost is the spirit of a dead person, right? So if you're having sex with somebody that got shot in the neck and they're dead now, their ghost has a neck hole and you're gonna fuck them because they've been spiritually reanimated. Maybe it's not a corpse, it's not necrophilia, it's a different type of philia, and it is in the same category as necrophilia. It's
Well,
not
we know-
better.
We know for a fact that James is, regardless of if it's a philia or not, James is gonna feel them.
Yeah.
If the ghost comes back like the movie Ghost and looks like Patrick Swayze, I'm gonna hit it. I'm sorry.
You can't touch things though, so you can't.
It touched her.
He hovered over her. She felt his presence. The pottery scene. She sensed him.
No, he touched her at the end of towards the end of the movie when he figured out a way to do it.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
Good point. Gendrich just threw out a good point.
What's that?
He says, since since this is fantasy, I'm gonna throw it out here.
Yeah.
I don't want to subscribe to the idea that a ghost looks like the last way their corpse looked.
Right.
Beetlejuice ghost. No, thank you. Do you think ghosts fuck each other?
Yes.
And do they have ghost babies?
No, you can't have a ghost baby. Because you don't have any life, right? So like you don't have a beating heart. You don't have lungs that go in and out. You just exist. So therefore you don't have sperm, you don't have, you're not producing saliva, you're not doing anything. So like they have to use ghost lube because she can't get wet. and like you,
Ghost
anal's like almost always off the table. I'm just telling you how ghosts fuck.
Dude, now we learned the origins of ectoplasm.
True.
Yeah.
What's the use
Yep.
for that? Now we know.
Ectoplasm is gorgies.
Gorgeous.
Like when a ghost moans, we now know it's not because it's trying to scare you. It's just having a good time.
I think it was the Colorado State, some university, I believe it was in Colorado, did a study, and something like 80% of the people who saw ghosts that they talked to, 80% of it was directly linked back to carbon monoxide poisoning.
Oh Jesus.
Makes sense.
Damn.
Just some sort of general hallucinations kicking in from lack of oxygen.
Yep.
Ghosts are horny fucks confirmed.
I mean,
Think of
ghosts
ghosts
are the
like old people, where they're like, I got nothing left to lose. I'm fucking. I'm not wearing any protection.
What if that's just like how ghosts all were? Like the idea is like they're not like trying to hurt you or anything like that. They're just really horny, and they're like just coming on way too strong.
I mean, ghosts are
They're
the
like,
ultimate
don't scratch
voyeurs.
me. I'm not into that. Stop.
What I think is cool about ghosts is that like you'll probably run into other ghosts from like the beginning of time that were where you were when you died.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like don't know how to communicate with you, and you're just been dead for millennia. That's gonna be wild, dude.
Dude. Gedra, GTDs, ghost transmitted diseases.
Jesus.
Also not possible.
Yeah, I don't think so. Man, if a hot, sexy ghost wanted to come at me, I don't think I'm resisting.
I'm in it to win it.
Yeah,
I don't
I
think
never
I-
said I wouldn't do it. I'm just
kinda
calling it what it is.
I'm
Like,
just gonna be
if it's
"Screw
possible, I'm
this."
gonna do it. It's the experience. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put it in my memoirs at the end of my life. Of course I'm gonna do it. But we're not gonna fucking not call it what it is. That's what it is, what it is.
No running out of stamina when you're dead, says Coco.
Exactly.
They're gonna fuck you to death.
I never heard of that TV show, Gendred.
Maybe.
Supernatural?
No, Ghosts. He said TV show Ghosts.
It's just called Ghosts.
I guess so, yeah. I finally get to see how far my little Willie doesn't go. That's fucking hilarious.
Oh my gosh. Talk about getting derailed, dude.
Yeah.
More like ghost railed.
Yeah. So I will agree that it could be considered aphilia. I stand behind that it's not necrophilia.
Sure.
And
I think that's I think irregardless.
Oh, Gendred says you look cute tonight, Aaron.
Oh, thanks, Jendo. Appreciate
Ghost
it. You're always
ghost
looking
philia.
handsome.
Gendred's like, so when I die, you want to come over?
Oh, Jesus. The trails of your camera made it look.
It made it look way better than it was. Oh, it's good shit.
Oh.
That was really good. Oh, man. I'm going to have to hydrate. Well, that
It's
was
just gonna
fun.
be cold. Regardless, just remember it's going to be cold regardless of what if it
Yeah.
happens or not.
What's the scariest movie you guys ever saw?
Exorcist. When I was a kid, I don't watch very many scary movies.
I
As an
think
adult.
I
Let's
don't watch-
put a caveat as an adult.
I don't watch scary movies as an adult.
But you
I
haven't
don't-
watched one on accident and got really scared?
You
To
know
be
mine,
honest, a
Aaron.
lot of them don't scare me.
Mine's always going to be as above, so below.
It's called
Mine's-
spectrophilia.
Yeah,
Mine's
it's some sort of philia. Go ahead, Wes.
honestly, I'm either gonna go with the first Paranormal Activity or the Audition.
The first Paranormal had me a little noises. Huh. You know what I mean? With that
yeah.
whole neck breaking scene at the
Oh.
end, I was like, oh god.
Yeah, Paranormal Activity in theaters. That first one, that the very low budget indie feel,
Mm-hmm.
and it worked.
You know
I don't
what?
think it needed 5 sequels.
Yeah, they hooked a bunch of people up to heart monitors and had them watch scary movies.
Mm-hmm.
And the number one scariest jump scare. Can you guess what it is? What do you think it is?
I have to ask: is this a trick question, and it's not from a horror movie?
No, they're all
No, it
horror
is.
movies.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
okay.
What is it?
Why do you think it's Pulp Fiction?
They just talked about today.
No, I would just imagine some people jump either on purpose or like actually jump to a random scene from like Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Yeah, no,
Blair-
they're all actual horror movies.
Okay.
So Steve's guessing Blair Witch.
It's not Blair Witch. It's
Great
that.
guess.
It's that really creepy movie.
Wrong.
The Nun.
Wrong.
Poltergeist.
No.
Wrong.
What is
Poltergeist scared me when I was a kid.
Give us
a
give us
decade.
options. Let us
Give
vote.
us a decade. Start narrowing this down a little bit.
Willie wants a poll. He wants to vote
On what?
on the scariest.
No, he wants the options. He wants multiple choice.
Oh. Okay, hold on. Well, no, I can't do that. Okay. Was it?
Oh, Spicy Town Hall. Thank you for the resub.
What is that movie? I can't think of that movie.
While Aaron's thinking, I'm gonna play. I put it on my stream deck for you, Jack.
Hold on.
Train Daddy.
Okay, was it from It Follows?
Okay. I still haven't seen that movie.
Hereditary?
Ooh, okay.
The Conjuring?
Okay.
Insidious? Or The Black Phone?
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet either.
So I was have to take a stab in the dark because I haven't seen any of those.
Really? Damn.
I'm not the biggest horror movie fan.
Why?
Uh,
Are you scared?
I'm scared.
there's I'll be honest. There's sometimes you get scared, and then right after you watch the horror movie is when your cat decides to knock something off of a counter, and it makes you jump really high. But sometimes horror movies are just not my cup of tea. Just sometimes they're bland, they're boring, the stories aren't good.
Yeah.
And then like I do like slasher flicks sometimes, but I don't go into that thinking it's a scary movie. I go into that thinking it's going to be a bloody gore fest.
Can you watch a movie for me then?
Maybe.
Why maybe?
What movie?
You love slashers. It's
Yeah, what
called
movie?
X. It's just called X. And it's new. Watch it. You'll love it.
Wow,
It's
we
a
have a bunch of
slasher.
people in here that don't like scary movies. Like me.
Dude, Willie Drips
Oh.
has the best scream in Phasmophobia ever.
I don't do scary movies. I hate scary
But
movies.
I'm going to go with Insidious.
Okay.
I think it's
My-
Hereditary.
My vote is
It
Hereditary.
might be Insidious. It might be Insidious, to be honest.
Spicy Boy loves scary movies. Which one do you think it is, Jack?
Well, I want to ask some questions here.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Did we get the pull up or not yet?
No, someone's got to make it.
So, why don't you like being scared? So, for me, I don't like roller coasters or anything, but I love scary movies. I love being scared for a second. but I used to be afraid of scary movies because I would watch them as a kid and then have nightmares. And like I have anxiety, so I suffer a lot from intrusive thoughts. So like as a kid, after watching a scary movie or something where my anxiety is really high, I would close my eyes and then just get flashes of like really dark images, like demons and dead people and stuff. And it's like it's part of anxiety. It's they're called intrusive thoughts. So like that really steered me away from them for a long time. But like I love, like, you guys know, when we went to the movies for Bloodshots, anytime there was a trailer that was fucking looked really dark and really scary, they were like, that's an Aaron movie, right?
Yeah.
So does it not like give you that adrenaline rush? Like, oh, that was crazy. Like that was good.
It
So
does for me a little bit, yeah. I have a story after Wes is done.
So for me, it's a lot of some of the horror movies I've watched. Like the scariest scenes have been in the trailers.
Yeah.
It's like it just makes in on average the horror movies, they're not usually the best acted, don't normally have the best story. And again, I'm just going
No,
blanket
you're
statement.
completely right. Yeah.
And sometimes I go to a movie to unwind, be less stressed, and watching some of those really suspenseful horror films stresses me out.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But it's like I don't hate horror films. Like I love The Shining. I enjoy some of the Saw and Final Destination films. I just think those are
So is The
closer to
Shining
slashers.
is Shining like a horror film, or is it more like what Coco saying? I don't like scary. I like spooky things that just like make you uneasy, but not necessarily as like a scary movie.
Yeah. So what Wes is talking about with like shitty scary movies, those are like your Blumhouse movies, or at least your now Blumhouse movies. Like early ones, like the first Conjuring and Insidious and stuff like that. They're actually pretty good. They're all right. But now they're just all cheesy jump scares for no reason. It's just stupid to spook you. Those I even hate. I hate that shit. Right? I like the scary movies where they're not jump scares. They're just unsettling. They're suspenseful.
Yes.
And they do have jump scares, but it's where the loud noise is coming from something on the screen. It's not a sound effect.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I guess this is the best way I can explain why I don't like scary movies. My brain a lot. I think it has to. If this is probably anxiety. Anxiety gives me like worst case scenarios a lot, where sometimes I can become entranced with the idea of like this downward spiral of like all the bad things that could happen from like a singular decision. Overthinking. I have a problem with overthinking. And so I think my overthinking brain and my imaginative brain sometimes gets carried away with being too scared. Like, especially if I get scared, it's like I could sit there and go, like, for instance, I remember playing Phasmophobia one time with you guys, and I was like lying down to go to sleep, and it was dark, and I'm sitting there. I'm a full-ass grown adult. I'm sitting there going, it's just a fucking video game. But then I'm lying, my eyes are closed, and all of a sudden my eyes shoot open again, and I go, but just what if? Like, what if there is a fucking ghost and it's going to come fucking murder me? Like, no, it's just sitting there staring at my room trying to convince myself I'm not fucking crazy. And that's just like, I don't like that. I don't like that feeling.
So what I was
That's probably why I don't like scary movies.
So the story that I was gonna say, as a kid, your movies like Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, those scared me, right? Because I'm a kid, right? Now I just laugh at them. They're cheesy, campy slasher films, right? But like some Nightmare on Elm Street stuff scared me when I was a kid to like preteen, because it's like, oh, if you see yourself dead in your dream, you won't wake up. And it's shit like that stuck in my brain like every time I went to sleep, right?
Yep.
Friday the 13th, every time I go into a pool, I think I'm going to get my foot touched or grabbed. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. As an adult, though, I watched a couple documentaries on this, and then I saw a couple of movies on it about it, where it was a theme. Night terrors and sleep paralyzation, like sleep paralysis. Sorry if that was the right word. Sleep paralysis are the things that honestly really scare me to death, because night terrors, you're awake and you can't do anything about it, right? And you visualize and you see all of these demonic things and things that scare you and freak you out, and you can't do, and you're just paralyzed. And people are like, you see fucking like night cams, right? Of people going through night terrors, and they can't move, and their eyes are wide open, and they're crying, and they're just paralyzed. You know what I mean? And so that's the kind of stuff that really scares the shit out of me.
So not really like movies.
Well, no, I just said like documentaries I saw, which movie-ish, and then I did see a couple of movies where that was the theme. So those movies,
Sleep paralysis?
yeah,
Which
and
ones?
night terror. I don't remember the names of them. I'd have to look it up again. One of them was a recent TV show that I was watching where she was a detective, and she had these night terrors and sleep paralysis, and she kept seeing the same demon come at her at nighttime and everything, and would like scratch her on the arm and like cut her on the stomach and like choke her, and then she would wake up with the bruises and stuff. I have to go look it up. I don't remember what TV show it was. But that kind of stuff depicted in movies is probably what is like super scary for me, which I guess that's why I liked As Above, So Below so much, and it freaked me out because it had that same kind of feel. It was like playing off of phobias and stuff. You know what I mean? Because it's like condensed area, so claustrophobic scenes, like tight catacombs, darkness all the time, hearing sounds coming out of the darkness, like things like that. That's the
Same
shit
thing
that
with
really
sleep
gets me.
paralysis. When I found out about sleep, so the thing with me, and Janae knows this too, is like if I hear about a disease or if I hear about somebody getting sick or a disorder,
Mm-hmm.
I immediately try to figure out if I have that, and I'll start to tell myself that I do, and then Google myself into how I have it and how I have these symptoms, and then I go to the
Right.
doctor, and then they're like, no, you don't have any of that.
Isn't that
So
hypochondria?
yeah,
Yeah.
slightly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a hypochondriac. So when I found out that I didn't know what that was, I never heard about sleep paralysis growing up, but I heard about it like in my early 20s,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, I'm gonna have that one day. Fuck my life. It's so terrifying. I hate it. And night terrors, not so much. I don't know why,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I totally understand your fear of those things.
So, what was the scariest movie?
Insidious.
Oh,
Insidious,
really?
That's what I thought.
Wow.
That's what I
Not
thought.
the scariest movie, but the
But the one
jump
that-
scare that raised the heart rate the highest of all the people.
Wow. Okay.
What happens in Insidious?
So it's the famous scene where they're sitting at the dinner table, and it's kind of going back and forth as they're having a conversation, and then there's like a demon right next to the guy. It's very brief, and it's just very out of nowhere. It is genuinely one of the best jump scares in a movie.
Is it loud? Is it in your face, or is it just there? And so you're like, holy shit.
It's they do have a little sound effect to it. It's partly one of those cheesy ones that I don't like, but it's so effective and out of nowhere that I don't hate it.
Because I've seen that picture of the demon behind
So-
the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Another reason I was thinking about this while James was telling a story, I've never been the biggest fan of horror movies. It's actually two. One, the really good horror movies, the ones you like, Aaron, the more cerebral, creepy ones. Unlike your campy slasher flick, they don't tend to end on any sort of good note or end on a surprise. It's just the movie ends and it's on average a big downer. right?
Those are my favorite. Dude.
I'm trying to
Um,
think of a scary movie I've watched recently.
and
Like,
then
so did you like the Ari Aster movies?
haven't seen them.
I'm curious what you would think of like a high end, like a artful horror movie, like Suspiria, like the remake of Suspiria, or um, The Witch. Have you seen The Witch?
The 2V.
Robert Eggers.
Nope. Like I said, I don't tend to normally watch a lot of horror films. Same with
Yeah. Those are the good ones though. They're not jump scary. They're just good movies that are
so it,
yeah,
it
but
just unsettles you for a while. The
if
other
you're not
reason,
if you don't want that, I get that.
but the other reason growing up is like I've said this before. I lived in the middle of nowhere on top of a mountain, right? Like when it got dark and everything was turned off for the night, you couldn't see anything, you couldn't hear anything. You could hear fucking stick break from probably half a mile away.
That's how I grew up too. I totally understand.
So you watch a horror film, you get a little scared at night, like even if you're watching with your buddies, you go home and go to bed and turn off all the lights, and then animal walks in the backyard and you hear it, or pine cone falls, or monsters out there, who knows, and you're just terrified.
Yep.
For many years, I could never have a bed that had space underneath of it. I couldn't have a raised bed because when I was a kid, I read Stephen King's Dead Zone, and one of the short stories in there is called The Thing Underneath the Bed. And it was just, and this is when I actually like read books because I was interested, right? And then it's all about the creepy sounds at night and the feeling of drafts going over your legs and how blankets touch your feet and everything. And he builds this incredible suspense around this, couple chapter fucking story. You know what I mean? And it was so brilliant. As an adult, I absolutely appreciate the story now. But as a kid, fuck a raised bed.
Yeah.
I made dude, we had a water bed. Like
That's
and my dad had an RV that had a raised bed, and that would scare the fucking shit out of me. Camping, and you hear all the sounds and everything at night, and I'd be so happy to be back home in my water bed where there ain't shit underneath me.
It's so weird how my anxiety works because I have all these irrational fears. I'm a hypochondriac, and even as a kid, I never understood the monster under your bed thing.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, it just never connected with me. And like,
Same.
even going back, like there's like Disney movies, Don't Look Under the Bed. Like it was a thing, and I just remember thinking like, this is so dumb. But like my friends, like they had the same thing. It's just so weird. You would think that I would be the number one, like just like you, like scared of stuff under my bed. It seems logical.
I was always afraid of
scared of that.
dark dreams than anything, like nightmares. I was always afraid
Yeah.
of nightmares than anything in the bed. So Tucker and Dale versus Evil is classified as a scary/horror film, which is
It's a
weird
horror
because
comedy.
It's a comedy. That's probably why I'm all right with it, because it's comedy. It doesn't really get very
It's
like
Shaun of the Dead.
it doesn't
Yeah.
get very scary until the end. The end is where it kind of gets like creepy scary. But that's like I see Tremors. Tremors is on this list.
Monster movie.
People got so scared of like Blair Witch, and I absolutely laughed at that movie. It made me nauseous because of the fucking shoddy camera work. So in the movie theater, it made me sick. But when I went home and watched it, like however many months or years later, I just kind of like laughed. Like I thought it was stupid. I really thought it was stupid.
Really thought that was one of the most ingenious, effective, slow burn horror movies. Like it's still, it's too bad that it got bastardized because it was very unique.
And
What
Blair
movie?
Witch 2 was even dumber.
Oh, Blair Witch.
Yeah.
That
So-
killed it for me. Sorry, Wes.
I was gonna say Blair Witch one. I remember watching that on Halloween. I had a couple buddies out at the house. Since I didn't live in a town, so I would have a couple friends out. My mom would make a bunch of little appetizers, pizza, and we just watch a couple of scary movies. Year that Blair Witch came out, we watched that, and at the end of it, it says go to this website to see more because they were still pushing that it was a true story.
Yeah.
Like an ARG.
Yep. And we went to it And I remember us watching it, and me and my two buddies watching it, and think it was boring, 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 and then creepy as hell. Like the last 20 minutes or so
Mm-hmm.
when they find the cabin and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the little handprints and stuff in the cabin, like that was kind of spooky and everything. And I was like, okay, but like, I don't know, man. Maybe it was just the first impression when I went to see it in the theater and it had the really bad camera work that made me nauseous. And I was like, I have to leave. And I walked out and I was like, not memorable. I'll see it whenever, you know. It just didn't do anything for me.
To be honest, I haven't watched a lot of. I'm looking through the list of the top 200 like best horror films, and I can't find like almost a single film in here that I've watched.
Is Hereditary on Prime?
I don't know.
It used to be. I don't know if it still is. It should.
Like,
I
I'm
watched
not
it on
seeing-
Prime before.
Like the only movie I can think of that I went like a
Tomorrow with
scary
Nubs.
movie.
For our
What?
stream,
Oh.
our watch party tomorrow. Can we watch Hereditary with Nubs with the lights off?
Oh, that'd be sick.
Watch Hereditary with you.
So like
It's on there.
what? Yeah. So like the last scary movie that I could think of that I went and go watched in the theaters, and I only went because I went with a girl that I liked. Well, she wasn't with me or anything like that. I thought she was hot, so I was like, she's like, let's go see this movie, and I was like, yeah, I'll go with you. And then like, yeah, anyways, but it was called Dark Water. I think it was called Dark Water,
Yep. Christina Ricci.
and it was like I remember being like, dude, this movie, and getting all the way through the movie and be like, this movie fucking sucks.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, the movie's
Fucking
awful.
awful. Like I
Pretty,
wasn't even
pretty
like
bad.
that impressed.
Hereditary is bonkers. I'm sorry.
I don't want to see it. Yeah, there's nothing on this list.
Was that the
of, like-
first Ari Aster movie you had me watch, Aaron? Or was it
It's his
Midsummer?
first major one, yeah.
Okay, so it was Hereditary. Yep.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Hereditary and then Midsummer.
Yep.
You guys are gonna make me
I was an instant fan.
not happy.
So is Janae. She's
Yeah.
liking House of the Dragon, by the way.
Nice. Yes.
We just finished episode 2 today.
Yes.
Devin
Hell
didn't
yeah.
watch any House of the Dragon. And then I was in, but she hasn't watched any Game of Thrones either.
Yeah.
So then I went to go watch the last episode of House of the Dragons on Sunday, and she came out and watched it, and she was like, I gotta fucking see this series. She was like,
I think you should
they're
take
like-
her down Game of Thrones and then Hot D.
I am. I
Mhm.
am. I'm gonna do that. I'm like, I'll rewatch Game of Thrones with you.
Gendred is
I-
also watching through Game of Thrones right now. And then
Same.
Hot D, baby.
Let's see, I think I'm 2 or 3 episodes into season 7 right now.
Nice.
And I've had, for me, my first instance of what I think you were talking about, Aaron, about how season 7 starts to be bad.
No spoilers.
No spoil. I'll talk
Yeah.
when we get off the show. I'll
We'll
talk
talk
about
after.
this. But
Mhm.
yeah, there's just one character that they did something to and undoes 6 seasons worth of stuff for me.
Sag. Big Sag.
But I still have to say, like, the first 3 episodes haven't, except for this one part, haven't been bad yet.
Mm-hmm.
At least for me. It just, I don't know if this is just what you have told me and what the internet's told me, or if I'm actually seeing this, but I can definitely see where season 7 doesn't quite feel like the last 6 seasons. Just like a
Yeah.
slight tweak to some things, but nothing major yet.
The Lighthouse is number 15 on this list.
Lighthouse is so good.
I'm like, if that's a scary movie, then maybe I'm not as scared as I think I am.
It's definitely not a scary movie, but it's like a suspense
Suspense.
Mm-hmm.
where like
Yeah.
The Witch
I
is
still have to see
like
that.
a horror movie.
The
What's
Witch
that?
is number 31 on this list.
What's
Everybody
number
says
1
The
on their
Witch is
list?
great.
Psycho.
It is. It's
But I think
magical.
this is on Rotten Tomatoes, so it's probably going based off of reviews more than anything.
Yeah, and like heavily weighted reviews. I hate those aggregate sites.
Let's look at this then.
Oops.
So
She
That's like
did
a
dancing
worm.
behind me.
So what about? So Aaron, how do you feel about AFI's top 100 horror films?
Yeah.
American Film Institute.
Yeah.
Psycho. Number one.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Jaws.
that's like the ones that like Okay, what?
Wait, what? I'm sorry. Oh, sorry.
Uh,
This list isn't even horror films. It was thrilling films.
I was gonna
Oh.
say Jaws was not a horror film.
No,
Top
because I was
50
going
best
down the
horror
list and it was
films
also like
according to
Raiders of the
AFI.
Lost Ark.
Frankenstein.
Although Jaws kept me
Invasion
out of
of
the
the Body
ocean for a
Snatchers.
very long time.
Scary. It's a scary movie. It's not a horror movie. It's a scary movie.
All right. IMDb's list.
Nope.
Nope. Actually, I gotta admit, I agree with like their first five.
You
Okay.
don't watch horror movies.
I've seen some of these ones because they're all older ones.
Willie Drips has a question for Aaron. I would like to know Aaron's opinion on Hulu's 3 stages of horror.
Yeah, I think The Exorcist is what really killed it for me, to be 100% honest. That set my tone for my whole life, I think.
What is he talking about? I googled that and I don't. It's not anything.
What is that? Can you elaborate, Willie? I haven't heard of that either. Is it like a show or something, or? Talk to me. Talk to me.
What are the ones, Wes?
Exorcist, Psycho, The Shining, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Alien.
Alien scared the fucking shit out of me when I saw it as a kid.
Yep.
I always thought something was
Alien.
gonna fucking come roaring out of my stomach.
Yep.
Yeah, the guy who designed Alien, H.R. Geiger, he's the one who inspired that Scorn game.
Scorn. Yep.
Mustache and beard.
I'm gonna get magically sick tomorrow and not be able to make it to stream.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. 3 levels of horror.
Tomorrow's the wrestling podcast.
Oh, you're right.
No, you did the wrestling podcast last week. Tomorrow's the Halloween movie stream.
Oh, I didn't know we were rotating. Okay, yeah, we could do that.
What do you mean? We talked about this. We said the Friday Nubs gets back, we're gonna stream we're gonna do a watch party, a Halloween movie.
We're gonna do it on Netflix, or we're gonna do it on I thought Amazon.
Do it on
Yeah,
Prime
I guess
Video.
I spaced on it.
Yeah. A Page of Madness.
What is it?
I don't know. I just saw something called the Page of Madness in the picture they had.
3 levels of Huluween. Willie says it's called.
Okay, Huluween.
Mm-hmm.
Complete season 1. Wait, what?
Silence of the Lambs, The Phantom Terror.
Okay, hold on. I'm reading about it. Hulu will be debuting its annual Huluween section with movie series and more that lean into the horror side of Halloween. Also premiering on October 1st is the 3rd season of Bite Size Halloween featuring blah, blah, blah. Hulu has a great horror film catalog. Here are the premieres coming to Huluween. Wait, I don't see the 3 levels, though. What? Sorry, Willie. It sounds interesting, whatever it is.
Aaron, on the same vein of have you seen Netflix's Cabinet of Curiosities?
For Calgary's? What'd you say?
Cabinet of Curiosities.
No.
It's Guillermo del Toro, like 8 Tales of Terror type
No.
thing.
Uh-uh. Looks good. That sounds awesome, though. There's Stephen King's 3 levels of horror.
Nauseous just looking at all these pictures from these horror movies. I really don't like horror movies, dude.
Oh, he messaged me. Level 1, scary. Oh, okay. Here we go. What movies are those? I can't quite. Here, let me open the original. Okay, so basically what they're saying is the first level of scary movies are The Blair Witch Project, Black Swan. What is that? Blood Moon? Never seen it. I haven't seen those ones. The level 2 is The Weekend. No, The Wicked. Never seen it. Hellraiser.
Ooh, Hellraiser's good.
I think
Hellraiser's
that's
good.
the new one they made for Hulu, which is also supposed to be really good.
Yeah. It's so blurry, I can't read it. I say that's very wrong.
I never found Hellraiser to be like scary. I found it to be gory, and it didn't really have a lot of jump scares. It just had like a lot of gore and gory looking creatures.
Yeah, it's like gross out
Yeah.
It's not like a slasher.
Body horror and
or
stuff.
uncomfortable. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it
Hard
was
pass.
definitely fucked me up when I saw it because I was young when that shit came out. And there was I don't remember which Hellraiser one it was, but I remember like it opens with the guy in his dank apartment and he opens the box and the fucking big totem thing comes out and Pinhead's there, and then like the totem thing starts shooting hooks and chains into him and like turns him into like a puppet kind of, and then just whack and just like rips right out of it, like pulls him into the totem and shit. That was gross as fuck. I was like, ah, god damn.
Dude, I'm having so much anxiety right now about tomorrow already. Like, that's how much I don't like horror movies, dude. I'm so freaking nervous. This is why I don't like Halloween either. I fucking hate Halloween. I hate everything about Halloween. There's nothing about Halloween that makes me excited.
Candy?
Not even that. I can get candy all year fucking round. I don't need to worry.
Wes,
I don't
candy?
humbly wait until Halloween to be like, I can get fucking candy. I don't worry about candy.
Hey,
Candy's not a plus for Halloween.
Someone clip
Gosh.
that, please. Someone clip that.
Mario
I fucking
face.
hate Halloween so goddamn much.
The Mario face is candy. We're gonna do a watch party stream, Coco, of Hereditary, right?
You have to have Amazon Prime.
And you can watch live with us.
Yeah.
Yep.
I hate Halloween. Everything about Halloween. Hate it.
And it's
I-
because when you go to bed, you overthink that Hereditary is
just-
going to happen to you.
Maybe, but no, it's just I don't like scary stuff, man. I don't like it. I don't like that feeling
but
of
I'm
something.
trying to get at why
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
like being scared.
Yeah, part of it. Yeah, probably because my mind like overthinks everything. I don't know. Also, I hate the grotesqueness of it. I hate like fake the yeah. I don't like it. Like even like when I'm running around, I see people like I remember seeing people running around with, like really gross looking masks, and I'm just like, ugh, don't. Like even if like there was a gross mask and you had to put it on, I'm like, don't put that on. Don't put that on your head. That's gross. Oh, like I don't know. There's something about it that just like makes me like gives me like the heebie-jeebies. Like just don't like it.
But you'll
I
fuck
just
a
don't like
ghost.
it. I might fuck a
Hereditary is
ghost.
a little weird.
I'd fuck a ghost.
I
True.
wouldn't say Hereditary is like overly gross.
No.
Gendron's remade me take my stance. There are a few things about Halloween I don't mind. Sexy costumes, sure. I'm all right with sexy costumes. Cosplays, I can get that year round though. So once again, it's not like
Cosplays.
I have to wait till Halloween for that.
Get your cast, please.
I don't know what it is. I just all I could think of as me is like of the precedent being set when I was young. That I just no don't want. I don't want to deal with that. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I have a blanket and tuck my shit in and fucking Make sure there's no edges sticking out so freaking hands can grab me. Unless it's a ghost that wants to fuck me, then it's welcomed.
my levels of horror. If I was gonna make my 3 levels of horror, this is for Willie.
Billiam. Ooh,
Stage
sorry,
1.
Sorry, clipped it, Aaron.
Thank you. I'm gonna make Candy my ringtone.
Candy.
Just looking cool as fuck. Like I'm a fuck
I know,
your
dude.
bitch.
It's so great.
Candy.
Isn't a chocolate payday? What's it called? Isn't it? Don't they have a name for them?
Chocolate
Baby
payday?
Ruth.
Yeah,
Baby
Baby
Ruth.
Ruth. It's not a Baby Ruth.
Yeah. Chocolate. Yeah, it's a chocolate covered peanut.
Yo, what's up, Evan? How you doing? Sorry, the clip didn't work. Also, I text you, Starry. Check your phone.
Okay, my level, my levels of horror.
What?
Level 1. The Shining.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
Mm. Damn, this is hard. I'll have to think about it. I thought I could do it on the spot.
Really? Damn. Level 1 being least scary for clarification, says Willie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stage 1. Yeah, so like The Shining, definitely. It's a good entry level horror movie.
It really is.
I think like John Tucker. Not John Tucker, John Tucker.
John
I think,
Tucker
like,
must die.
Like Tucker and Dale versus Tucker and Dale versus Evil is like
Tucker
a
and Dale
good,
must
like,
die.
entry. Whatever. Shut the fuck up.
What are you doing?
Candy. Tucker
not
and then like
scary,
Shaun of the Dead. I think those are good like entry level like
No,
horror
those are
stories.
like babies. Babies
baby.
horror.
So that's
movies.
like a -1 then.
Yeah.
I believe so, Willie.
Beetlejuice is like a -1.
Yeah, no. You should watch those when you're like a teenager. But like when you're like I'm ready to like see some film.
What about
Okay.
Poltergeist then?
No. Doesn't hold up. Telling you. It's not that scary.
Coming to the
But this
light,
is level
Caroline.
I know.
I think
And not
I
your
need to
level
ma-
one, a level
I
one
need,
for a normal
I need to make
person.
this list because I'm afraid of anything. So it's like everything's gonna be like, that's a 3. That's a rank 3.
Nubs, if you do that though, that means you have to watch all of these films.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna watch those. So fuck that.
Yeah, sure do.
I'll let Aaron make the list. I'm gonna shut the fuck up now.
Every 50 followers, Nubs watches another horror film.
Oh,
How many
The-
levels are you doing, Aaron? 4 or 3?
3,
Okay.
because that's the Hulu one.
Okay.
The Exorcism of Emily Rose, level 1.
That's a good one. Okay.
Oh, you're just like Dark Souls level 1 here.
The backbreaking
And-
scene in that fucking one that got me.
And I would say As Above, So Below.
Mm.
Very
I
good.
rank that a little higher.
Very good. Level 2. 2016 Suspiria. The remake of Suspiria.
Okay, I haven't seen that.
The Witch.
Ooh, yep. We should all make a list, and then we all have to watch each other's list.
Yeah. Pass.
Yeah, but your list,
yeah.
Nubs, he's gonna throw like Ninja Turtles on there and shit.
Hocus Pocus.
my list is gonna have.
Puckus, puckus. Linda Blair and Zelda used to have a ghost show. Really, Willie? Holy shit!
Yes.
Wow,
Yes.
I did not know that.
I don't
Link
wanna
me
be
up, Willie.
spooked.
Link me up, baby.
If the ghost wants to scare me, they can go away. If it wants to fuck me, it can come in.
Nubs' entry level is Ghostbusters.
Dude, my brother used to be scared of shit from the dogs with the red eyes. He said something about the red eyes just doesn't sit well with him. He just like, even to this day, if he sees it, he's like, I don't like that. No, I don't like that.
Scary. They had a ghost show on Fox Family. I'm unsold.
I remember having this book when I was little with these very grotesque looking creatures in it, and it was like something about nightmares. This is like, what was it called? But it was like a set. It was like there's a bunch of different ones. They had a bunch of very weird, like grotesque looking creatures all over. It used to freak me the fuck out.
Hmm.
What's it called?
Scared of
You
the
had these-
Gremlins movies? Yeah. They got a little kind of like gross-ish if you're a kid. Like when the Gremlins mutated and stuff. That was about it for me.
Midsummer. Level 2, Midsummer. Closing out level 2 with Midsummer.
Okay.
Level 3.
And this is like banger.
These are like scary, scary, scary movies. The Black Coat's Daughter.
Haven't seen that one.
Hereditary.
We're making Nubs watch level 3.
Watching Aaron's level
Look at
3.
he's twitching already.
Nubs, are you thinking
I'm not-
scary stories to tell in the dark?
Oh my gosh, dude. I think that's it. Let me take a look.
And Men. That's my list.
Oh my gosh, yeah, there it is. That skull with the pipe, with the blue, with the red nose and the blue thing through the back of the head. That's it right there.
Mm. What
They
did
made
you
a
say,
movie
Aaron?
of
I
this?
missed what you said.
Men was the
Men,
last
okay.
one.
Haven't seen that
What?
either.
So
Yeah.
I noticed a lot of your scariest horror films are more modern ones, besides The Shining.
You like that? That's why you like Halloween.
Hmm.
Aaron's still thinking.
No, I finished.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I got in a slight argument with Devin about house horror and scary stuff.
I was trying to think if I could put a list together real quick, but I could only think like I hold As Above So Below in high regard. So that would be probably my level 3. My level 1 would be like Pet Cemetery. And then I would have to think
Exorcist
of
would be my level 3.
I'd have to think Exorcist the original Exorcist might actually be like my level 2. Because when she turns and contorts herself and walks down the fucking stairs like that.
Doesn't hold up. I've seen it as an adult, and it's just not that's why I didn't put a lot of old ones on my. They just don't hold up. They just
Yeah, I
don't.
guess I'd have to watch the original again.
So when you say doesn't hold up, do you mean doesn't hold up as a horror film, or they're just not good movies anymore?
They're good movies. They're just not scary, unfortunately, because I'm a millennial who lived through 9/11 and a recession and a war and a pandemic and shit. Like that shit just doesn't scare me anymore. Like that stuff doesn't scare people. It just doesn't. It
Yeah.
doesn't do it for me. Like the original Chainsaw Massacre, the original Hills Have Eyes, all the classics. Like they're good. They're good movies. I'm not saying like they're garbage or trash. They just don't hold up. I would not play them to scare anybody nowadays.
Makes
Except for
sense.
probably kids and like younger teenagers, huh?
Mm-hmm. Like you should still watch them.
Willie asked you, Aaron, if you've seen Let the Right One In.
I have. Yeah. Very, very good.
Seen both versions of that. The Swedish version's a lot better.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Because I mean, it's actually not because using American actors versus Swedish. It's they actually changed some scenes in the films around and put them in different
Exactly.
spots.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Yeah.
exactly. That's
Great
a really
vampire
good movie.
flick, though.
It is. Yeah. Not really like scary though. But I did like it. Like I thought about putting that movie I'm thinking of ending things. Like that movie is so good. But like scary, not I wouldn't say that it like scared me. You know what I mean? Even though it's like a scary movie.
Yeah, but like I think of that movie in terms of working at a video store, and that would go in the drama section.
Yeah, exactly.
That wouldn't go in the horror thriller suspense section.
Mm-hmm.
I think I like suspense. I like the idea of like being suspensed in a sense of like what the fuck's gonna happen next. Even if it's kind of scary, I think I'm all right with that. But not like demonic, grotesque stuff like that. That's too much for me. That's not like what I want to see. I would much rather see stuff that's like kind of suspenseful. Suspenseful.
Like The Strangers.
I gotta watch that
Oh,
too. Damn.
maybe, yeah.
Movie that for me was the trailers were scarier than the whole movie.
Yeah.
Not a bad film though.
Its ending is kind of trash, and like there's parts of it that are like super cliche, but like as a concept and for most of its execution, like as far as suspense goes, for like a debut director, it was pretty effective. Pretty effective.
The Bone Collector Coco, yeah. Yeah, Nubs doesn't like gore.
Oh.
As we found out
That's
from
it. Maybe
Resident Evil 7.
Maybe that's what it is. I don't like
See,
gore.
I think you would like horror movies. I think you would like Midsummer and Hereditary and The Witch, and like they're not gross. Like honestly, some of the stuff they showed in House of the Dragon is grosser than some of the horror movies that I like.
But a lot of the horror movies you like are ones that fuck with your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll think on a list a little more. I do want to revisit some older ones and see if they do hold up. I'm curious if Poltergeist, the original, will hold up.
When in doubt.
Not for me.
Poltergeist out.
Poltergeist out.
It's funny though, listening to your list, Aaron, The Shining is the only old one that really holds up.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking.
Funny thing is, I
we're
actually
talking
watched
the Jack
that one
Nicholson
recently.
Kubrick one.
Huh?
We're talking the Kubrick one, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's got everything. It's very suspenseful.
And a scene where one actor has genuine terror on her face.
Yeah.
In what movie?
The Shining.
Oh,
The,
yeah.
like,
The
the axe scene.
wife.
She wasn't prepared for that.
Mm-hmm.
The directing of that movie is so good.
There's a Venkman in Poltergeist.
you-
Tangina.
Kind of non sequitur, but side note. Have you guys seen this new Ghostbusters game
Yes.
that came out?
Yeah. It looks
kinda
really
fun.
good.
I'm not
It
gonna
looks
lie, it
fun
looks
too.
kind of fun.
You get to
I don't
be
know if
the
I'd buy
ghosty
it.
poo.
If it was on like Game Pass, I'd probably be like, we should play this fucking game. But considering I have to buy it, I'm not too interested in it. But yeah, it looks good.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of video
like
games, how
prop
about some
hunt.
news?
Yeah.
I got some news.
You ready for the news, Mario?
Not quite.
Not quite.
Here
Sorry,
we
I have
go.
to be able to read.
So
So
I get this thing off my face.
Here we go.
The Macho Man Randy Savage is not happy.
Oh,
Unjustifiably in a
Cream redemption real
position
quick.
that I'd rather not be in. Outside interference, yeah. I'm living in a nightmare.
Comes like
But the
almost perfect
cream
over the TV.
rise to the top. Oh, yeah. I am the cream. Yeah, let me say it, yeah. Let me say it out loud. The cream of the crop. I am the cream. I am the cream, yeah. The cream of the crop! I'm on my way. On balance, off balance, doesn't matter. Nobody does it better.
Nice.
I'm matter. I'm better than you.
Ooh, yeah.
I love the unjustifiably put in a position I'd rather
Yeah.
not be in. When it comes back down, he brings it up and then brings it down. That guy was
All
a
right.
freaking genius.
he's on a lot of cocaine.
Big news for
So-
Starry Night. I'm
Yeah.
gonna
So
preface this
all of
story.
So Doctor Who, it's just been announced that the BBC is going to be releasing all the new episodes of Doctor Who in America on Disney Plus. They're also going to be moving all of the modern Doctor Who era stuff to Disney Plus. So everything from Christopher Eccleston up to Jodie Whittaker and the newest stuff. It'll still remain on BBC in the UK, Ireland, and probably other parts of the world. Yeah, just big. It's like, and they have their 60-year anniversary going on. So
60?
60 years, Doctor Who has been on and continuously going.
Wow.
All the old doctors, a bunch of old white guys.
Yeah,
But John Hurt was my favorite old doctor.
what John Hurt was just in the movie, one of the special.
I don't think so.
He was the War Doctor.
The War Doctor.
Good movie though, or special, whatever you want to call it. All right. So, sticking with Disney, Disney has revealed on one of their new shorts, their first plus size heroine with a short film about body dysmorphia. She's trying to be a dancer and ballerina and just plus size person, and overcoming the body dysmorphia and the mental hangups about weight and size. These shorts have been doing really good with the kind of more social inclusion stuff. They had like one with I think the first openly gay thing Disney has done, and without any backlash, unlike Lightyear.
Oh, there was tons of backlash on Lightyear.
No, see, I said unlike Lightyear, because Lightyear did get a shitload of
Yeah,
bashing
we don't
because
know what Ben Shapiro's take on this is yet.
oh,
I
who fucking cares?
actually watched Lightyear on the plane on the way to Vegas. It was better than I thought.
Yeah.
I didn't go in expecting anything great though, so probably it's just mediocre. But I thought it was fun.
It's a solid Disney film. That's all you need to look
Yeah.
at with that.
Yeah.
This is cool. It's a short, so if you got like 15 minutes of your day when it comes out, or if it's out now, give it a watch.
What do you think?
All right, so DC Films has announced their new co-CEOs. It's going to be James Gunn and Peter Safran. James Gunn famously worked on
Guardians, right?
Guardians of the Galaxy
Guardians.
1 and 2 and 3. He did 3 too as well.
Well, he's going to be doing 3.
Yeah, he did 1.
It's
2,
not
and
quite
3.
out. It's not the holiday special is not out yet. James Gunn has worked for DC. He did Peacemaker
He also
So
did
it does-
the new Suicide Squad.
and the Suicide Squad, not
Yeah, the
Suicide. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is a big move. They need somebody to inject
Pull
some
that
life
in.
into DC.
Do you think they're finally just gonna bite the bullet? DC's gonna finally bite the bullet, and they're like, we're the dark superheroes. Marvel's the light superheroes. We're the dark, gritty, rated R versions? Do you think they're
Nope.
finally just gonna bite it and go for it?
Nope.
Gosh, they just need to do it. I think
Yeah.
DC
Like
just
some
needs...
of their characters, they might, but you can't really. They won't do Shazam like that.
I think they could do Shazam. Well, Shazam, you could do Shazam still PG-13. I think that's okay, and make it kind of lighthearted and fun.
Hmm.
But
You also-
like, I think Batman needs to be dark. I think a lot of those things, like a lot of they just go the rated R route, like what they did with Suicide Squad, and what they did with Peacemaker. You know, just make it this kind of Deadpoolish, dark, gritty.
You
Fuck
can't
it.
do like. I guarantee you, DC won't let them do that with Superman, though.
It's true.
And same with Wonder Woman. Batman,
You
you
could
could get away with it.
But they did what I mean by it still is like even the new Man of Steel was darker than most Superman films.
Yeah, but it wasn't rated R,
Well, yeah, that doesn't
language,
have-
any of that stuff. Superman
you
wasn't ripping people in half.
Well, yeah, you don't have to do it like all like that, but I'm just saying go the heavier, more adult route than just like what they do with Marvel.
Like the R-rated Snyder Cut.
Kind of, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Don't
go the
need-
darker route, the heavier tones.
DC won't do that. Not with Super. Like I still say with Superman won't, unless they actually give us an Injustice storyline or do the Death of Superman storyline by itself, not crammed into Man of Steel, or I'm sorry, Batman v Superman.
Yeah. And
Because like Batman v Superman was a darker film.
Henry Cavill announced that he was coming back as Superman as well.
Yes, they
True.
do announce that. And I think that's just the movement with James Gunn as well. I think with this idea of James Gunn and everything like that, I think that's all part of the movement.
The new Matt Reeves Batman is not going to be under their control.
Oh, really?
Same
That's
with
the other
Joker
part-
too.
That's the other part with DC right now. That's the other thing that's driving me crazy with DC is there's too many branching DC. There's too many branching DC cinematic universes. That just you have the Arrowverse, you have this verse, you have this verse. There's just too many of them that don't coincide with each other. That's really fucking annoying.
It's
So
just
you
the
wa-
Joker and that Batman stuff, and everything else moving forward will all be under them. So I think that's what they're going for.
So you want everything connected in DC.
Yeah. Get rid of the I'm sorry. A lot of people like the Arrowverse. I think Green Arrow season 1 was okay, and then it just got fucking stupid after season 2. Like everything just got really cheesy. The Flash I think is cheesy bullshit. I think all that's just cheesy nonsense.
Yep.
Yeah.
The WB.
Just get rid of it all. Get rid of it all. Start with the Snyder verse. Let's go with Snyderverse.
That means you have to bring back Snyder. And I
We
don't. I mean, Gunn might want to bring him back, but
the Gunverse.
We don't
Gunverse.
like Snyder. Have we gone to a point where we don't like Snyder?
no. It's just
No, we like Snyder.
Oh, I was like, what? We don't like Snyder?
I don't know if WB is gonna, or if Warner Brothers is gonna want that headache again of rabid fanboys about the Snyder Cut.
Mm. Who's that?
And I get it. I know.
Wes, who's that other Marvel idiot that people hated working with, and he kind of got canceled?
That was
The director.
Joss Whedon.
Joss Whedon, that's right.
And Joss Whedon's after Zack Snyder's daughter died, he backed out of
Right.
Batman, the Justice League movie, and Joss Whedon came in to fix it and
Yeah.
fucked it all up.
And
Yeah.
cut a bunch of stuff, and that's why we got the Snyder Cut. And
And
after
then-
watching both, the Snyder Cut is marginally better.
Oh yeah, and then he also harassed everyone too.
Yeah,
Personally, I disagree.
You think it was
I
a lot better?
wasn't a fan of either film. I think the Snyder Cut was too long,
I liked it.
and they. Other criticism is they basically made Wonder Woman useless in that movie. Like she was just used for an exposition dump at one point.
The original version made what's the cyborg look like a fucking moron. And then
and-
the Snyder Cut made him actually a pretty redeemable character.
Yeah, they bumped him up and then they lowered Wonder Woman.
Dude, Wonder Woman's on a downhill train
Yeah.
anyways, dude.
After the
1984.
first, yeah,
1984 was awful.
yeah, dude.
Fucking terrible.
Anyways, let's proceed.
All right. Yeah, so this is not gaming or movie news, but this is big news, and we've talked about this on the show before. Apple confirms it will be adding USB-C ports to iPhones after new EU law comes in.
Yay!
So not in the US.
Well,
No, it's already.
it has to be all. They're not going to do separate releases in the US and Europe.
I thought they already had USB-C apples in Europe.
Nope. Because the law doesn't go in. The law won't be really enforceable because they're aiming to get all devices in Europe on USB-C by 2024.
I'm pretty sure they don't have to switch to USB-C in the United States. I think
Would
it's
they-
just in the EU.
I think they would do it for everything though. Did you already read the article? Is that what you're saying?
Well, it does say here, yeah, all phones sold in its countries must. Well, no, it's as Apple has confirmed it will be equipping future iPhones in the EU with USB-C ports. Are they? Wow, wait, are they really not going to do it in the States?
I really don't think so.
they make too much money off their lightning cords. That's the thing, is they have a patent on lightning on the lightning cord, and so the idea is they want things to run off the lightning cord because that's
why they
it's
fought
money.
this for so fucking long.
Yeah. So, but they are the new iPad that just came out, and all the new iPads and a lot of the new Airs, MacBooks that have been coming out have been on the USB-C.
Yeah, it's
So-
phones that people
It's
are
the
worried about.
phones specifically.
They sell probably dramatically more phones than they do iPads and everything else.
Exactly.
But it might be the start of switching.
Yeah, they've had USB-C for a few years now on the bigger stuff. It's really just they just need to switch over to the phones, and then everyone will be happy.
Yeah. To be honest, I use my MagSafe, my Maglock charger more than anything. I like my Maglock charger. That thing.
Yeah, I've looked up another couple articles, see if anything's indicated it'll come to the US or not, and no one can confirm or deny it yet.
I don't think it is. I wonder how they're gonna do if if all shipping from China gets locked down. They're gonna be like, "What the fuck are we gonna do?" All the phones are gonna go dramatically higher in price.
I wanted to show Ron our costumes real quick. Nubs is Mother Teresa.
I'm Ray.
Aaron is the Green Hornet.
I just have whatever. I'm Ray.
You'll never guess
Skywalker.
what Wes is.
News team, assemble!
Ron has a good question. Ron has a fairly decent question. He says the question is: Are they going to make more money on their proprietary cables than they'll lose on having to make two different versions of the phone?
More money on the cables.
Well, Lightning isn't. I mean, they still get people. They license out US or Lightning cables. I sold off-brand ones all the time.
Yeah, I own off-brand
point.
ones.
Yeah, but you also know because of our discount that the
Mhm.
cost of manufacturing for cables is like 200% less.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know.
Making them is going to be far less expensive than stopping making all the money from selling them.
Also,
For
if they make their own Apple USB-C cords, don't they have to pay money for using the USB-C? Because the USB-C is not a. Don't they have to pay to use that just like someone was using their Lightning cords? Or
I
no?
believe they have to like get some sort of license from whoever owns USB.
Mhm.
Yeah, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Proceed.
I actually do hope it comes to the States.
Oh, 100%.
It
I
will.
just think they're fucking I don't know.
Mhm.
I
They're
just think
only complying
America
with
is
the
not a place that's going to do that.
So wait, so really thinking about that, specifically following the EU law, that means they don't even have to offer these phones in England because they're not part of the EU anymore.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
That's interesting.
Yep.
Get your Brexit
Uh,
phone here.
CD Projekt Red has announced they will remake the first Witcher game in Unreal Engine 5. Um, I don't know if you guys have seen any footage of what people have been able to make or trailers in Unreal 5, but it's kind of nuts.
The irony in the final sentence of that announcement is too funny, though.
What's the irony?
Let's see. No. I want to find
It
that
just
final
says,
one.
"We want to do this right, so please be patient."
Oh. Zing. Hashtag cyberpunk for gendered.
Like, yeah, we know. Like that's should be said.
would've-
You created the environment where that statement needs to be said. So fuck off.
Yeah.
It's funny.
And to Gender's point, yeah, The Witcher 1 was not a good game. It
It
really
just wasn't.
I mean,
It just wasn't fun to play.
there is a reason the author of The Witcher sold the rights for it for one set price.
Oh yeah.
Like, didn't think it would
Now
go
he's
anywhere.
Kicking
Number
himself
2
for
was
doing that.
Number 2 was a decent game. It was still hard and buggy, but they improved. And then 3 is a
Much better
fantastic game.
combat. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Didn't he get to renegotiate his
No.
contract?
Yep.
Oh, he did? He didn't have
He did.
negotiating?
Mhm.
Yeah.
He renegotiated upon Witcher 3's release.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's. I mean, it'll be good, and it's them. They're not doing a brand new IP, so
I
maybe
just
they
don't
won't.
understand why announce that right now. Like, if you have to say, please be patient. Like, the last thing we put out was a fucking garbage fire that we announced 10 years before we should have. Like, stop doing this, game companies. Stop fucking doing this. Announce shit when it's ready to be announced.
Yep.
Stop saying, we're doing this. We have a little fucking JPEG. Be excited. Fuck off, dude. I'm so sick of the gaming industry. I hate it.
So I agree with you. I think the big reason they're
That's what gendered
pushing
said.
it now is mostly to what Gendered said. Stockholders, investors want to see the good news, but Cyberpunk has had a resurgence because of the anime, because of the fact they fixed a lot of stuff. More positive eyes are onto CD Projekt Red and Cyberpunk. So now would be a time to drop something like this to keep that goodwill going. But if we don't see this for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, then to your point, what is the point?
It's only these fucking hyper nerd culture shit where like Disney and Marvel and Star Wars have to fucking announce shit for the shareholders so that all the fucking nerds are like, oh yeah, dude, let's watch these two fucking losers pound it out over the space gods. Oh yeah. And like nobody else does that. Like you don't hear like about a new fucking A24 movie a couple months before it comes out. Like they release a fucking trailer. Like never once for movies do you say like for like real movies do you have like, guess what? We're doing this. Here's a fucking JPEG. It's coming out in 5 years. Like what? Why?
Yeah.
Why do that? I fucking hate this culture. So stupid.
Yep.
Speaking of stupid, so Diablo 3 at launch had a myriad of problems. The biggest one was the real money auction house. Like destroyed the economy. No one was playing the game right. People were actually making funny enough, like making a good amount of money on this. They removed the reason they couldn't remove the real money auction house has come out, and I kid you not, it's dumb. The reason they couldn't take it away is because they advertised it on the box of the game. And they didn't want to. They say it took them time to work out all the legal issues of what happens if we take out the real money auction house from this game, even though it's advertised on our brand new game.
I guess that makes sense. Like it's stupid, but it makes sense.
Yeah. It's
Are they
the-
going to get in legality issues if someone buys the game because it says, I said on the box, real money auction house, and I can make money, and I downloaded the game, and now it's not there.
problem is that they're advertising that because they want you to spend real money and be predatory, and it's all fucking horseshit. That's
but
the
don't they have-
real problem.
Don't they have real money? Oh, no, they don't have real money in World of Warcraft. They have the tokens
Yeah.
that you could buy for real money.
Yep.
Right.
And that people eBay for thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Mounts
You know
and
what else
shit.
sucks? You fucking download Modern Warfare 2. It takes like 4 hours because everybody's trying to download it. It's got a 50 gigabyte day one patch. You fucking load it up, and the first message you see, guess what it is?
Restart your. You have to restart the game.
Update
There's an
requires a
update.
restart.
Yeah.
So you restart it.
Mhm.
Guess what happens next?
Battle Pass?
Update requires a restart again. So you restart twice.
Oh my god.
You restart twice. Then you get in, and it goes, sign this privacy agreement. Okay, I agree. Sign this end user license agreement. Okay. Sign this online play user agreement. Okay. 3 fucking agreements. 2 restarts, 3 agreements. Then 2 ads. I'm not on the main menu yet.
Ugh.
2 ads. Buy the battle pass. Number 2, do you want to upgrade to the legacy edition? No, I just bought this fucking game. I'm trying to play it, and you're trying to upsell me before I get in this? I hate this industry. I hate it. I'm on one right now. I'm fucking
You
fired up.
I can tell. I can tell.
Mm-hmm. Good old Activision. Give me all your money, bitch.
Well, speaking of Activision, their attempt to dismiss the gender discrimination lawsuit has failed.
Oh, that's good.
So the whole claim that they had was that the California Civil Rights Department and the Department of Fair Employment and Housing broke its own rules in a rush to file the lawsuit. Courage with results. So they don't exactly say why it got thrown out, because just going through this, but it's saying that the Civil Rights Department is happy that they get to move forward with their lawsuit,
Mm-hmm.
which has an expected trial date. This lawsuit has an expected trial date of February.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, yeah, one of many lawsuits that will probably
Both sides are requesting for it to be postponed.
Both sides are?
Yeah.
Okay, I can see why Activision Blizzard would want it postponed. Do you think the Civil Rights Department wants it postponed just to get even more evidence?
Yeah.
That
They want to get their ducks in a row, make sure they have every single thing and everybody that they can talk to and everybody's story and anybody they can bring up. Yeah.
like I'm just expecting half these lawsuits Microsoft to start coming in and just settling. Write a big check.
Yeah.
Write a big check, and then hopefully we can all get our wish and they clean sweep the board of directors.
Money solves all the problems.
Unfortunately, in our cultures and societies, yes.
Just how it works.
Brutal.
All right. And then we've been really good on these segues. Because speaking of money, Microsoft has apparently regretted missing out on making Genshin Impact an Xbox exclusive in 2020. They had a chance. So it's a PlayStation exclusive, and then for the phone, they had a chance to secure this themselves. And memory serves, like that first year, they made a shitload of money. Like, I want to look that up.
A buttload. The Human Torch denied a bankload.
Okay. So in 2 years since that game has been out, 2 years, 3.7 billion across console and
Hurts.
mobile.
That hurts my CEO wallet. I won't be able to afford an 8th pool.
An 8th pool. Yeah, no shit. I can't pay myself bonuses in a pandemic when everybody's fucking fighting for their lives.
It's a weird article. It's a weird. I'm not gonna lie. It's a weird article. Something is successful, so a big company is like, I wish I made all that money. Like, yeah, of course.
I was going more that they had a chance to, and they passed up on it, thinking that this little anime game was not going to blow
Sure.
up this big.
I think, yeah, it happens all the time. It's I don't know.
Oh yeah,
I had a chance to kiss
yeah.
this one girl, but I didn't think she was very good looking, and then she grew up to be really, really hot. My loss.
But it is a weird article, though. It's like no one's gonna feel sorry for you.
I think it's like you talk about it with your friends, like, man, I bet Microsoft regrets that.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. It's weird to write an article saying like Microsoft regrets this. Obviously, it was successful. IGN's weird, man.
Mhm.
IGN has
Also-
a paid subscription service now.
Really?
really.
No thanks.
Everything's having a paid subscription service.
Gross.
It's ridiculous,
Well,
dude.
I know.
Gendrid, have a good night, sir.
Oh,
Good night,
That-
you handsome bastard.
can we skip ads? Or is
What?
that Ron? Are you talking about IGN? Or are you talking about our stream?
You can skip ads if you have a subscription. Which, if you have Amazon Prime, you can use your Twitch Prime.
Twitch Prime.
I had 1 of 6. Crazy. All right, what do we got next?
That was the last story I found for the week.
What about Phil Spencer saying Metaverse is a pile of shit? And it's just a shitty video game.
Yeah, I had
We
an
talked
article on
about
that last week.
pre-stream.
I also talked about that last week. Not Phil
That
Spencer,
was last week.
but everyone else saying it was hot shit. And they lost like something like $13 billion in investments in it.
Mm.
Ouch. Reminds me of like Microsoft buying the Kinect, thinking it was gonna be a good thing.
Did they buy it? I think they created it.
I thought
They
bought.
built the Kinect. That's their baby.
I thought someone had the. You might be right. I thought someone had like the patent on the Kinect and they bought it out, and then they built it up from there.
Someone may have had the patent on like 3D space camera, but
Yeah,
I
thought that's
Microsoft
what it
invented
was.
the Kinect
Okay.
Oh, did they?
and the
Okay.
Kinect 2. Yeah. Well, it doesn't help that they promised the Kinect could do stuff like you could play a violin perfectly,
Hmm.
and then in game it can't even do fingers.
Just horribly inaccurate, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I had one.
I did too. I came with my
I had
Xbox.
one.
I had
Came
the
on Xbox One.
PlayStation
I had
version.
an extra.
You had the Move.
I had the Move when it first came out, and they boasted that you can play Tiger Woods golf, Tiger Woods PGA Tour. I forgot what year it was, and it was awful. It was so inaccurate. It was terrible. Putting was a nightmare. I'm like, just give me the controller back.
Well, everyone was trying to do the Wii thing. The Wii was so successful.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, "We gotta get in on that fucking action, dude."
Even Nintendo fucked up on trying to bank
the
off
Wii-
the success.
With the Wii U.
Yeah. Like literally everyone failed trying to do that again.
Dude, just
yeah,
it was
because the
one
Wii
of
was-
those lightning in a bottle kind of
Well,
situations.
it was also they had it at a great price point. It got picked up by honestly like nursing homes and older people because it was low impact movement, but it got them to get up and move, and they got to play games with their grandkids.
Yeah.
Honestly, huge jump in video games. Like that is one of the biggest monumental changes in gaming.
Remember, like
100%.
people are throwing their Wiimotes into fucking TVs and shit
Smashing
like
their
that. People,
Yep. And